Dr. Moray grabs a headset from the table and hands it to him.
This, Commander Tide, is the culmination of my work. I call it an interspecies frequency translator, IFT for short.
Is this what I think it is?
It is. Now we can finally talk to the animals. Well, at least to the dolphins and whales. Put it on. Say something to your new friends.
Moray pushes a button on his desk. The huge red curtains part, revealing an enormous circular aquarium window, an oculus arching over them. Petey, a dolphin, swims up to the window and looks at Tide. The aquarium's bluish dappled light ripples across Tide's face. He reaches up to Petey.
Do you remember me?
Petey studies him before squeaking, his head bobbing up and down excitedly as he speaks with a loud Cary Grant voice.
Yes.
Tide grabs his headset.
If it's too loud, the volume is on the left. It's a dial. Down will lower the volume.
What do you remember about me?
You fed me my favorite food.
This guy sounds a lot like Cary Grant. Is that right?
Yes, I gave them the option to choose a human voice so we could tell them apart. Petey loves Cary Grant movies. Not as much as Audrey Hepburn movies, but Dr. Moray won't let me be her.
Tide turns to Dr. Moray.
Not very PC of you, Doctor.
So I've been told.
This is fucking amazing. As far as I'm concerned, right now, you rule.
With Tide's back to the glass, a large shadow grows across it, causing Petey to swim away.
You're damn right, sailor.
Tide turns and stumbles backward. Johnny, a 7,000-pound orca, turns his head, rests it up against the glass, and opens his mouth to expose its sharp teeth.
Here's Johnny.
Johnny, this is Commander Rip Tide.
He looks yummy. Into my belly right now.
Let me guess. He likes Jack Nicholson and the Austin Powers movies.
Among others. Orcas are good at mimicry, as you'll find out.
You mean your program can tell when he's in character?
They can pick a character voice on the fly by preceding what they want to say by coded clicks that open a targeted library of voices. It all happens in milliseconds. And don't forget it, Pilgrim. Johnny has seen just about every John Wayne movie ever made. His favorite is The Searchers. Love that ending with the Duke standing alone in the doorway.
Tide turns to Moray with a gimlet eye.
Tell them why, Johnny.
Because at that moment I understood where the Duke's character is coming from. He doesn't fit in any so-called civilized world above the water. Like me.
Whoa, dude. That's deep.
Johnny sees himself as a savage beast, and he gravitates towards actors playing those kinds of roles.
Savage beast? Isn't that a tad politically incorrect, Dr. Moray?
It don't bother me, cowboy. That's what I am. I eat my food while they're fighting for their lives. Do you?
Only when I'm eating Japanese.
Ha! Good one, partner. If it makes you feel any better, you can call me Monstre Sauvage.
Tide turns to Moray.
He knows French, too. Cousteau showed him his first movie, Le Monde du Silence.
Tide shrugs. He's never heard of it.
The Silent World, you twit. Won an Oscar in 57. They're smart. Maybe smarter than any of us. We should be, Dr. Moray. Our brains make yours look like peanuts.
We rule, motherfuckers!
Johnny. I tried censoring his exposure to those kinds of movies to make him less threatening to our funders, but he stopped working with me.
Hey, I'm a fucking killer whale for crying out loud. No matter how I speak, there's no getting around that. Anyway, it's a good way to remind you not to fuck with me.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
If you do, I'll eat you.
tide turns to moray.
He's kidding.
Am I?